Hello, lovely people. I am back again. I have not been online very much this week, and I thought I'd do a quick update, which maybe this is not the most exciting video in the world, but I am actually going to do something exciting today. I'm going to get my hair cut. Maybe that sounds boring. So why do I think this is exciting? Well, I have to admit I've always loved getting my hair cut, and I'm getting really kind of fed up with pulling like lots and lots of clumps of hair out of my head, and it's just getting so thin that I have the saddest little ponytail right now. I can't really get it into any sort of shape anymore, and I thought if I take a little bit of length off, you know, at least all the hair I'm losing is going to be shorter instead of it being like massive strands everywhere all over the house. So here is a look, sort of not final look at this length, but because, you know, it'll grow back. But here's what it looks like now, and once I get back, I will add to this video and you'll see the new look, hopefully. But yeah, it's been thinning loads, and that's one normal side effect of the chemotherapy that I'm on. I'm not sure how to feel about it because some people have chemotherapy and it just goes right away. I spoke to a woman who lost all of her hair within 2 rounds of chemo, and for me, it's been quite a few more rounds than that already, and you know, it's just thinning. So I was like, make up your mind, like either stay or go, because the thing is, if I keep all of it, then great, bonus, right? 2.5 thumbs up. If I lose it all, fine, I'm okay with that. I'll get a wig or cool scarves or whatever, right? I'll just do that. But the in-between is kind of annoying because you can't do much with it, and it's too much hair to get a wig, and I'm not quite ready to shave it all off in that sense. So we're gonna try the haircut first and see what happens, and hopefully it'll, you know, look really good. I was thinking of doing something that I've kind of never done before, and actually going for an edgier sort of cut. So a few months ago, well, a few months before I got diagnosed, I decided to dye my hair, and I had like these kind of red streaks through it, and it was really cool, and it was kind of like this rebellious thing I was doing. And then I was thinking now, like, well, you know, if there's ever a time to do things that you've always thought you wanted to do but never really had the courage to do, then having cancer will definitely push you in that direction. Which is also why I'm doing these videos, because actually I'm pretty camera shy, which might seem weird to you, but I don't love myself on video. And I think, you know, by doing it, I'm actually kind of getting out of my comfort zone and growing a bit as a person. And so it's getting easier as I go along, but I still sit here at the beginning of each video going like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Oh my God, where do I look, right? So this has been a fun project for me, but similar to the hair, it's kind of getting out of my comfort zone and doing something different. And you know, again, if there ever was a time, then this is probably it, to try something new and something different. In other news, I have made a new Instagram friend who is one of the coolest people that I've kind of ever encountered, and she's been giving me lots of advice about feeding tubes. She's had one for like 28 years, and I really admire like her strength and what she does, and she does all these like fitness things. And so I'll put her handle in the description below so you can follow her, and because she's super cool. But one thing she did recently that I thought was kind of neat is she posted something that had a bunch of information about herself, like, you know, she likes something, or, you know, has like piercings or tattoos, whatever, and then added a here's a weird thing about me sort of comment at the end. And then she asked like, what's weird about, you know, you guys? And I was answering to the sort of main point of the post. I was like, oh, I should add something weird about me. I was like, what's weird about me aside from everything? So I take pride now in being kind of weird and quirky, or whatever you want to call it. And then I was like, there's a good one. So, and it's not related to cancer, which is always a bonus. Like when we can talk about stuff that's non-cancer, I'm all for it. So I went like, well, what's weird about me is I have 11 fingers. Bitches. And then she said she wanted to see a picture, and I was like, I'll make a video, so this one's for you. And yeah, so I do 2.5 thumbs up, because why have 2 thumbs up when you have 2.5? And I say bitches a lot, so I'm like, bitches. And yeah, so that's kind of weird about me. And what's funny is people don't expect it. I have a number of funny stories around it, like, you know, from people knowing me for 3 years and then going like, oh my God, what have you done to your hand? To at one point at work, we had a bunch of new people join, and we had this icebreaker game where you had to tell 2 truths and a lie. And my lie was that I'd run a marathon, because I'd actually only done half marathons. So I was like, that's kind of close, you know? And then I had, as a truth, I have more than 10 fingers, and something else. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I remember that it took me over 2 years to meet my boss in person at one point, because the first company I worked for, we worked remote. And so it was funny because one of my new colleagues, he reacted quite strongly to the more than 10 fingers thing. He's like, no way, there's no way that that's true. And then later, you know, when we revealed what the truth was, I was like, bitches. And he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, it's fine. Like, it's, you know, it's one of those things that, actually now that I come to think of it, and literally I'm thinking out loud as I'm talking about this, having something that's physically visible that people think is kind of weird or funny or get uncomfortable around, it's a bit like saying you have cancer. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, and you know, what happened or whatever. And it's similar in the sense that people think you're uncomfortable with it if it comes up, and at the same time, I'm absolutely comfortable with it. I have no problem talking about it. I have no problem telling people what it is, or you know, how I got it, I guess, which is funny enough also very similar to cancer, because nobody really knows how you get these things. But yeah, I have polydactyly, so I have you know, 6 fingers on one hand and the regular 5 on the other, and it's very handy because you can use it to like hold coins. And sometimes I have you know, if you have an extra heavy bag or something, kind of loops around. I've been able to do everything kind of normally as everyone else does. I used to play the violin very badly, but it was nothing to do with my finger. And I played a piano, also not very well, but I used to play well. And then I stopped when I moved countries and didn't have a piano to play. And anyways, the point is I can do everything. So yeah, that's my little weird quirk that, so I was weird before cancer. There you have it. And yeah, I wanted to just do a little update video and kind of think out loud, I guess. So this has kind of gone out all over the place. In spirit of the update, this past week I've had chemo again, and it went really well, I think, in the sense that it was actually a little bit disappointing how well it went, because, and that sounds weird, but normally, and I can't believe I'm saying normally when it comes to chemo, but that's how my new normal is now. Normally I got really tired and sleepy during the chemo infusion, and this time I didn't. And the thing is, that sort of tired sleepiness feeling, it's very similar to having a couple of drinks and just feeling really relaxed. Like, it just really relaxes all your muscles, and it feels kind of nice. Like, I gotta say, you know, you gotta look at the bright side of things. If you're gonna have chemo, find some sort of positive side effects of needing it, because why cry when you can laugh, right? So I was looking at that as a real positive. I was like, oh, it's kind of nice. You just kind of sit back, relax with a book, and you just, you know, you get really kind of cozy and relaxed and happy and, you know, that sort of thing. And this time I was all energetic and, you know, wanting to go out and do stuff. I was like, that didn't happen this time. It kicked in a couple of days later, though. Then I was like, yeah, I'm going to snooze on the sofa. That's what I'm going to do. Well, that was a rookie problem. My SD card ran out of space, which I should have seen coming, and I didn't. So sorry about that. That video got cut off at the end, but actually I wasn't saying anything too much more interesting. In the meantime, I am back with a fresh new haircut. What do you think? Leave me a comment. So it is not as dramatic as I think I promised earlier. It's not quite as dramatic as I had set my mind to, and at first I was a bit disappointed with myself. I was like, am I not courageous enough? Why am I not just chopping it all off and doing something really fun with it? But, you know, you have to bear in mind your sort of day-to-day lifestyle routines, and I'm really trying to incorporate things like exercise into my I'm going to call it healing journey for now. And so things like being able to tie it back in a ponytail is still important to me, and I want it to have a very edgy, sort of straight cut longish bob. I was thinking about doing something asymmetrical, but the main thing was I wanted it shorter in the back and longer in the front, and I did get that, but with still enough length to tie it back in a ponytail, which makes it a little bit less dramatic of a change. But that's okay. So I quite like it, but let me know what you think. In the meantime, that's it for now. The end of what I was talking about when I got cut off earlier, I don't think was that magnificently interesting, so we're just going to leave it at that. In the meantime, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't done so already, subscribe down below for more videos if you'd like to see more, and I really appreciate it. Like I said in previous videos, there's several reasons I'm doing this. One of them is definitely to raise awareness around young adult cancer, and yeah, however many people I can reach doing that, I'm very happy about and grateful for. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like me to do videos on or talk about. I really appreciate the comments I've gotten on Instagram about that. So they will definitely inspire future videos. And in the meantime, yeah, thank you so much for watching. So again, for more videos, subscribe down below. Let me know what you think in the comments or in a personal message or whichever way you'd like to reach out. I'm always happy to hear from you. Until next time, bye for now.